all started in fall of 2019 at the info session of the call RICO launched in Vlorë when Animinga school representatives met Creative City staff and discussed about the possible idea. What actually happened?
Gjithçka nisi në shtator të 2019-s. Në emailin zyrtar të shkollës së Animinga erdhi një njoftim që na njoftonte për takimin informues të Rajkos. Mendova menjëherë që ishte rasti i duhur për të përfshirë shkolla jonë në një projekt. Në projektet e mëparshme dhe në aktivitetet e zhvilluara me nxënësit e shkollës kisha parë dëshirën e tyre për të marrë pjesë në to, për të dhënë e për të marrë informacion, kulturë, për të udhëtuar. Ndoshta mendova se ky do të ishte rasti i mirë. Dëshira për të përfshirë në projekte ishte ajo që nxiti pjesëmarrjen tonë në këtë takim informues.
How did you create the partnership?
The call for projects launched by RICO on fall 2019, it was actually targeted for the youth from high schools. Having previous experiences working with youth, Creative City Center Vlorë has approached to this call in order to facilitate the management of the project that at first was the idea of Animinga School, that as a matter of fact has played the leader role. While we were developing the idea of togetherness, at the same time we initiated to find the potential partners from cross-border in Balkan area. There were two useful resources that has helped us. First, the previous relationships with other teachers outside of Albania, and the second one was the RICO online platform through Facebook, RICO Meeting Point, that was in supporting to find potential partners for this call. After making a few contacts and discussion about the topic of the project, the partnership established. Animinga High School, Vlorë, Albania, Third Millennium School, Prishtina, Kosovo, and Metodi Mitevski Briko School, Delchevo, North Macedonia. They all come together. Actually, we all, 4 partners, came together with one idea, with a project titled Together We Make a Difference.
This was a cross-border project. For a long time, the region has been fragmented and disconnected by regional conflicts. While we, young people, often remain oblivious of such conflicts and unaware of our neighbors' culture, traditions, art, history, and language. That's why we called our project Together We Make a Difference, of passing all these barriers and prejudices the part history has brought to us in nowadays. We had the goal for the reconciliation and togetherness through intercultural dialogue based on learning and exchanging in Albania, Kosovo, and North Macedonia. Puzzled by the pervasive negatively influenced narratives of the past, but curious about our peers, cultures, and mentality, we decided to question the rumors and find out for ourselves. As we learn and accept our past, we comprehend our present and design our future. To learn about our past, we delved into history. When learning these things from a broader regional perspective, we started realizing that our historical roots were not that different after all. The history sessions were interactive and we got the chance to learn and teach. After each lecture with the teacher, we had to do individual research and share with our peers what we had learned. Everybody was participating. We were in this together.
Përshëndetje, unë jam Angela dhe bëj pjesë e projektit Së Bashku Bëjmë Ndryshim. Që në fillim që na prezantua ky projekt, unë isha shumë e interesuar dhe më pëlqeu shumë. Dhe më pas ishte presira që mua më zgjodhi dhe në atë moment unë u ndjeva shumë e lumtur që do të merrja pjesë në një projekt shumë argëtues dhe shumë ndryshe nga çfarëdo lloj projekti tjetër që unë kisha marrë pjesë. Pjesa që mua më pëlqeu më shumë gjatë këtij projekti ishte komunikimi që ne patëm me persona që ndodheshin në Kosovë dhe në Maqedoni duke shkëlbyer mendimet tona dhe traditat tona. Edhe pse kjo e gjitha u zhvillua online, nuk ishte as pak të mërzitshme, por ishte shumë argëtuese dhe shumë interesante.
Hi everyone, Elian here from Kosovo, and last year I came as a new student to Third Millennium, and it was such an amazing experience, although it was kind of strange. And I guess my teacher saw some potential in me, and basically my history teacher informed me about a project called Together We Can Make a Difference, and she told me what it was all about, and I fell in love with the concept of it. I loved that we got to work alongside teenagers from other countries such as Albania and Macedonia, and I knew I had to be a part of this project. I simply could not reject it, and I have not regretted that decision. Yeah.
My friends were talking about this project, and that got me interested. So I decided to join in this perfect project.
Culture and traditions are the bridges to better interact with each other, viewing differences as beautiful colors in the rainbow of togetherness. We were excited for the experience exchange approach, where we would get to travel around the region and meet our peers from the other schools in person. We started planning and imagining how it all would be like. And when we were most hyped about our upcoming journeys, something unexpected happened. The governments made a decision to temporarily close the borders due to COVID-19 pandemic. But we decided to make our homestay fun and start interacting with each other from a distance. We came up with ideas of sharing the pictures from the window or balcony while we were staying at homes by letting our peers to know our places from another perspective.
Përshëndetje nga Vlora, Shqipëria.
Ton, nga Prishtina, Kosova.
Здраво от Делчево, Северна Македония.
Hi, stay home, stay safe and stay healthy because I can't wait to meet you.
We took the online sessions with a grain of salt, considering our previous expectations had been much higher. But this didn't stop us from enjoying them. It turned out we learned a lot of new things during the online exchanges. We learned about our personalities, the way we perceive the world, learn new information, make judgments, and approach work. Then, we learned about language. We found out that our languages are as unique as they are similar to one another. For example, avion, krevat, krevet, çorapi, pija, plazh, plaza, bilet, pari, paria, and many more common words. During the intercultural diversity training, we shared our travel experiences and described the culture shock we had gone through. We then learned and discussed about stereotypes, about the region as a whole, and shared our own opinions on the matter. As we cleared our prejudices, we started sharing more about history, culture, and traditions. We created mind maps to illustrate how our own history, traditions, culture, and language are similar. As if we had been accumulating all the knowledge in order to make something great out of it, we were put in a position where we had to create something ourselves.
The idea for the intercultural trainings was inspired by a diversity training that I did when I first went to university. This training is aimed at bringing students from different backgrounds and cultures together and building common understanding among them. Considering that the sessions had to be conducted online, I also took some of the digital tools that RICO gave us through its own training and decided to implement them in the training for our students. The main idea was that at first the students had to get to know each other at an interpersonal level. They had to get to know their interests, personalities, goals, and their dreams for life. Afterwards, they had to get into groups together and learn about each other's culture, history, and languages.
The Zoom meetings. I swear to God, the Zoom meetings were amazing, and I have to congratulate Brian on his hard work and dedication, because as we know, this year was not it, you know. COVID ruined a lot of things for us. Like, we could have met each other face to face, live in person, and discussed different topics, but that didn't stop Brian from giving his utmost maximum, and he truly gave us the most amazing experience, because while we had to work, of course, we also had so much fun. We answered ice-breaking questions. We got to actually know each other, which sometimes is hard to do, but I just felt so freely to talk to everyone there because we made we made a nice group. Yeah.
During the implementation, I mostly liked the way how we were free to talk about our nations, to beat all the stereotypes about us and express ourselves and represent our countries the way that things really are.
There is a change in my opinion. It is that we have a lot more similarities than I thought.
Yes, there is a change now that I met some friends from Albania and Kosovo. They changed my opinion on their culture and they show me that they are great people who are just like us.
Well, I already know a lot about Albania and there wouldn't be any change in my opinion. But on the other hand, I am so happy to be part of the project because I learned a lot about North Macedonia and found out that there is just a slight difference between the three Balkan countries. The art, the culture, the traditions, and the history are all quite in common between the three countries. There is something else as well I would like to mention, and this is the food. Food is quite similar between the three countries.
How can we show the beauties of our own cities to our peers? We couldn't go to each other's places, but we could bring our places to our peers from the other countries through photos and videos. We made our own city tours, sharing the history, traditions, and natural resources through another new way, our eyes fixed on the camera. 3 cities, Vlora, Pristina, and Delchevo, seen from our own eyes during 2 key periods of the year, during the spring isolation due to COVID-19 with pictures from the window, and in normal days, where the natural and cultural resources of the 3 places can be seen. One of the students did this, for example. Hello, Brian. This is the monastery of Saint Ilia, located above the village of Svegor. It's a lovely place when you can go with your family and friends and have a great time. Our school organized field trips 2 times there, and we had a blast. You should definitely visit it. Have a great day, Metodia. This exhibition was another activity that showed that together we can overcome the obstacles and discrimination that history has brought upon our region to serve the purpose of reconciliation and cooperation, where the differences become values instead of anti-values.
Tell you the truth, there is something specific that I would like to mention, that I was stunned by the collaboration between the students and the project peers.
We made it, working all together. It was a long journey together, through a process of learning, knowing, sharing, and experiencing new paths, through challenges that nobody would have thought about when the proposal was made, and finally, we had the final conference. Obviously, due to the pandemic restrictions, it was online, connecting more than 50 participants from 3 different schools in 3 different cities.
Tun, from Pristina, Kosovo. You have already noticed this through the spots of our city made from the pictures and videos of our students during this project.
Sa të kam thënë se do të vitita, të zhvishur të lodhën për qel, do të humbem pa pritmos.
Ismail Chamali, whose name has become synonymous with the word freedom.
Hello from Dacho, North Macedonia.
From Yaniminga has prepared a few songs and dances inspired from Albanian tradition and culture, as well as details related to other cultures. One of the purposes of this project was not only to know each other's tradition and culture, but also to feel and be part of it. The students from Yaniminga have prepared 2 dances to greet the other schools. First, Makedonsko Devojce, am I right, guys? And the other one is Vale Kosovare.
project didn't make impact only on us as participants of this particular project, but also to our peers who followed us through social media and activities, students from other schools of our cities, but also from other cities. They have approached to know more about the project, motivated by togetherness.
Hello everyone, my name is Darko, I am 19 years old, I am from Strumica, Macedonia. I found out about this project on Instagram promotion, and actually the thing that interested me the most is that the goal of this project and my personal goal is totally the same. To make the neighbors countries as together, because with togetherness we can make a difference and together we are strong. That is why I actually want to make friends from all these countries and together to change the world. So feel free to contact me so we could talk more about these things, and wish you all the best. Bye bye.
Gjithmonë në vendeve fshinje ka pasur barriera të cilat kanë penguar komunikimin dhe shpërndarjen e ideve, por unë mendoj se të rinjt janë ata të cilët mund ta bëjnë një ndryshim dhe t'i heqin këto barriera përfundimisht, duke lejuar shkëmbimin e ideve, komunikimin mes vendeve. Dhe për mendimin tim, të rinjt duhet të merren sa më shumë me projekte të cilat shërbejnë për të lidhur kultura të ndryshme me njëra tjetrën.
I feel like if every one of us pursues their dreams and does what their heart tells them to do, I feel like every one of us could contribute a lot in our countries in the field that we're best at. So what we can do is just not stop doing what we love to do and what we're good at.
In my opinion, with no doubt, youth is the key towards making the difference in overcoming any barriers or obstacles among the nations. Maybe sometimes they may feel that they are too young to be taken seriously, but the matter of fact is that the youth is never too young or inexperienced to start making a difference among the nations. This is why they are passionate in taking actions to freely make a difference. And how can this happen? Well, quite simple. This project is a good example giving our students the opportunity in integrating and being part of it. So, the implementation of the project, Together We Make a Difference, it allowed our students to acquire a lot of knowledge and volunteer in any kind of work asked from them. So thank you all for making this happen. Thank you again.
Honestly, I liked the whole thing. From the beginning until the end, everything was amazing. The only thing that I was a little bit unhappy about was the fact that we couldn't go to Albania and North Macedonia to visit our new friends. But it's understandable because of the pandemic.
The only thing I regret for this project is that we wouldn't go to Kosovo and North Macedonia to meet our peers, now friends.
Tashmë projekti është duke u përmbyllur. Mirë po, ajo që vën re është se brenda zemrës të rinjve është dëshira për ta njohur dhe për ta prekur me të vërtetë realitetin e qyteteve për të cilat ata folën e fotot e të cilave ata i panë. Kështu që ma do mendja që secili prej tyre do të ketë dëshirën për të udhëtuar drejt atyre qyteteve, qoftë tani apo qoftë në një moment të dytë. Aq më tepër pastaj që duke pohuar miqësinë nga të trija palët, ata do duan që këtë miqësi ndoshta nesër ta konsolidojnë në një formë më të prekshme, më reale, duke qenë përballë njëri tjetrit dhe duke thënë të gjitha ato gjëra që ndoshta në largësi nuk u thanë asnjëherë. Gjithçka ndodhi në një periudhë pandemie, as pak të zakontë. por kjo nuk I pengoj të rinjt për të bërë miq, edhe për t'ju bërë të ditur që Vlora është qyteti që I mban dyert e hapura për gjithë miqtë e saj. Edhe ne shpresojmë që të jemi miq të mirëpritur në Delçevo edhe në Prishtinë. Kështu që le ta forcojmë miqësinë ndoshta nesër me një udhëtim dhe duke I parë konkretisht qytetet për të cilat folëm.
This was our journey of togetherness through diverse nuances of opinions and perspectives. A journey of cultural revelations and artistic expressions. A journey of growth. A journey which is not over and most probably never will.